Hello and welcome to Tuesday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, and we're going to be having a look at a puzzle that's been recommended to us by a couple of people, including Scojo. It's called Bound Together and it's by Black Doom, and I've definitely done a Black Doom puzzle or two on the channel before. This is one of the shortest rule sets that we've seen recently. It's basically normal Sudoku and between lines, and apparently it is absolutely beautiful, although oh bother, I forgot to look at it on Logic Masters Germany, so I've got no idea A, how hard it is, or B, what its rating is over there. But anyway, I trust Scojo, and yeah, apparently this is brilliant. So I'll read the rules in a moment or two's time, but things to tell you about before that. Well, let's start by having a look at what is going on over on Patreon, where we launched this brand new Sudoku hunt on the 1st of June, Itrio's Yin Yang Journey. You can see it here. So we looked at it yesterday. Well over 1,000 solves of the first puzzle had happened by the time I recorded yesterday, so it's probably gone up a bit. Let's refresh. And where were we? 12 solves of the look at this, it's incredible. 41 solves now. I mean, it's a serious amount of effort to solve all 13 of the puzzles. That is really terrific solving to everyone who's done that. And I mentioned yesterday that the feedback that these puzzles are getting is just stunning, absolutely stunning. Yeah, I think this is some of the highest quality puzzles we have ever published, and that is saying something when you consider the litany of incredible authors that we've had on Patreon over the years. So hats off to Itrio. Get involved. The closing date is the 20th of June, so loads of time, and the prize is the chance to make a Sudoku video with me that will appear on the channel. Actually, Sophie won last month's competition. I think we're aiming to record next week, if I remember rightly. But there's quite a lot of distance between us. Sophie is in New Zealand and I'm in Surrey. So yeah, arranging the time has proved well, challenging. But we've done it, and we're going to try to well, in about a week's time. Now, what else can I mention? I've got birthdays a go to do today, so let me look at that list. A couple actually in advance birthdays. Andre, I hope I'm saying your name. It's your birthday tomorrow. Andre, I think it's Andre. It ends in an I, so I'm never sure if that vowel needs pronouncing. Andrei. I think Andre, though. You're turning 31 tomorrow, and I know this because your girlfriend Maria wrote to us. I think that you got a Cracking the Cryptic t-shirt for your birthday last year. I do not know what Maria has in mind this year. Hopefully some chocolate cake, that's the main thing. But Andre, many, many happy returns. That's for tomorrow. And for Thursday, Vivi, it's your 21st birthday. And I know this because your friend Benedict in Aachen, Germany, I think you might both be in Aachen, I'm not sure, wrote to us and said you might appreciate a shout out. He's so grateful to be able to call you his friend, and he'll be thinking of you. I don't think the two of you are together on his birthday, but he'll be thinking of you and wishing you well. So Vivi, many happy returns for then. Next, this is a birthday today. Alexandros has turned the big 3-0 down there in Athens, Greece. I'm absolutely certain you'll have better weather in Athens, Greece than we have here today. It's absolutely horrible. And Alexandros, I hope you have a great birthday with, of course, large slices of heavily iced chocolate cake. And another 30th birthday for Kelsey. Kelsey, your fiance Alex wrote to us. And told us that in your household I'm known as Uncle Simon, which sounds slightly sinister. but anyway, Kelsey, I know you've got university exams coming up, and I wish you all the best with those. Alex thinks you're going to ace them, and the plan is to have chocolate cake and celebrations after the exam. So, well, I hope you can do a little bit of good stuff today. Be a shame to completely miss your birthday, so to speak. But anyway, Kelsey, many happy returns and good luck with the exams. And then Essen in Germany we will go to for Tina's birthday. Tina, you've turned 39. And I know this because your partner Daniel wrote to us. And apparently Tina used to find Tina used to find Daniel's obsession with cracking the cryptic odd. But she's been converted. That's very good news. And I think the two of you are moving house at the moment. And Daniel's had to have some surgery. So Tina is doing everything as well as working. That does sound like an incredible amount to do. Moving house is not a funny thing. So Tina, well done on taking the reins. Daniel says you are an incredible person and the love of his life. So I hope that's a nice message to get on your birthday. Many happy returns. I hope you get, obviously, some chocolate cake. And with that said and done, let's get on with Bound Together by Black Doom. I have to get solving, actually. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and this evening, Mark and I are meeting up with Peter C. Hayward. And now that's a name that may be familiar to some of you. Peter was the guy behind a couple of our books, and is a super creative person, really incredible mind. And we're meeting up for dinner in London this evening, so that's why I've got to get this video done. So anyway, that's a little by the by. Let's have a look at the rules of Bound Together by Black Doom. They are as follows. We have got normal Sudoku rules apply, which means we're going to have to put the digits 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. And then we've got between lines. Digits along a line must be strictly between the digits in the attached circles. So if this square was a 1 and this square was a 6, then these squares would have to be 2, 3, 4 and 5 in some order. But if this was 8, then you could put 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 on the line. So it's a funny rule, actually. It's one that I've never felt particularly comfortable with, so I hope I'm going to do this justice. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now, I get to play. Let's get cracking. Now, I know only one secret about between lines, and it is this. You can never put the digit 1 or 9 on a between line. You can put it, absolutely, you can put the 1s and the 9s in the circles, but you can't put 1 and 9 on the line, because imagine you did. If this was a 1, one of these would have to be lower than 1, and there is no such Sudoku digit. So in fact, actually, 1 in box 2 is slightly restricted. 1 in box 4 is slightly restricted by that token. Oh, bobbins, now I'm going to get stuck, aren't I? Okay, these two, neither of those circles can be 1 or 2. So there are 2 digits on the line. So imagine these were as far apart as they could be, 3 and 9. That means those middle digits would be from 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I mean, you could pencil mark that. It would be a strategy. But it's not a strategy I'm going to use. I find that sort of thing so difficult to keep track of. It must be this staple, these staples around the middle box, mustn't it? What are they doing? That's clearly the pattern. Black Doom has discovered a pattern that relates to these, and we've got to understand how it works. So, on all of these staples, right, okay, this is like a German whisper, isn't it? So what I'm seeing is those digits, for example, that even if we squeeze them together, imagine they were a consecutive sequence of digits. That means these 2 digits here are at least 5 apart. Because there must be 4 digits between these 2 values. So imagine this was 1 and 6. That would be 2, 3, 4, 5. these can't be closer together than 1 and 6. Now that means that each of these little staple ends here this is really cool, actually. It's a bizarre thing. Each of the staple ends has to have a low digit and a high digit in it. Oh, for goodness sake, man. What? hang on. Right, let's actually just back out from that, because there's a much simpler way of doing this, but my brain has led me up the garden path here. Here is a better question. Where is 5 in the middle box? Yeah, okay, so my brain went round the houses. My brain thought about it as German whispers. So I can see that there are 4 pairs of digits here that each have to be at least 5 apart. So in my brain was thinking of them as German whispers, i.e. one digit would have to be lower than 5 digit, and 1 digit would have to be a higher than 5 digit. But the corollary of that, and the question I could have asked first but didn't, is where's the 5 in the middle box? Could you put 5 on a staple? No. It's the very simple answer. Because, I mean, let's try and... Well, we have to make a decision as to what this is. And the furthest away from 5 it could be would be, say, 9. And that would imply that 6, 7, 8. And what are we going to put in this one? Nothing. There's no possible fill. We need 4 digits here. So 5 in the middle box is just placed. It's a write-in, and I'm sorry. But I think the other thing that we can say here is the gapping. But it is true that these are all sort of in a German whisper relationship, in the sense that they have to be at least 5 apart. That is true. But we can go beyond that, can't we? They must be exactly 5 apart. Because if they weren't, we're going to sort of run out of space between the digits. Let me try and explain that a different way. So, obviously, if this was... let's use a position where we could put 1 and 9 in. So if this was 1 and this was 9, that's absolutely fine. But we know that these two have to be 5 apart, these two have to be 5 apart, and these two have to be 5 apart. And we'll run out of room now. Because even if we squeeze up and go 3, 8, these two work, but these are going to be 4 and 6, and they definitely aren't 5 apart. So in order to maintain the 5 apart necessity that the staples bring to bear on the position, one of these is going to be 1, 6, and that's going to be in one of those. Yeah, this is really interesting, because now the 6 in the middle box is restricted. It's got to be on the same staple end as the 1. So in here, there's going to be a 1 and a 6, a 2 and a 7, a 3 and an 8, and a 4 and a 9. In order that we can always achieve at least a 5 difference between the numbers. That's beautiful. That is a beautiful idea. Now, well, okay. Okay, so there is another deduction I can make off the back of that. So if we think about the numbers 1 and 6, but yeah, there's loads of deductions actually. Oh gosh, my brain is flashing at me now. Yeah, because let's think about it. We know that one of the staples is 1, 6, so it has 2, 3, 4, 5 on its staple, on its ends of its staple. One of these is going to be 2, 7. Let's say it was that one. That means these are going to have to be 3, 4, 5, 6. So in fact, what we've got now is Ren bands. We've turned the puzzle into a slightly different puzzle. Oh, it won't even let me do this. So often we use pink to describe a Ren band line, don't we? Oh my goodness, what is going on? I'm trying to draw staples. Each of these is a collection of 4 consecutive digits that lie exactly between the digits that are going to be in the staple ends. Now, yeah, and sorry, what led me to think about that was I was thinking about 5. Because if we think about 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 8 and 4, 9, a digit that's always in the middle of those sequences is 5. So every staple has a 5 on it, and this is going to be beautiful. Right, let me just think about that. Two in this box is restricted. 2 can't go on this staple, because if 2 was on the staple, 1 would be in one of those cells, which it can't be. So 2 is in one of those cells. Yeah. Oh, this is... Oh my goodness. Black Doom, what have you found here? This is really... This is just... This is almost a discovery. This pattern around this box is just beautiful. Because look now, 2 in box 2. Where is it? It can't be on the staple, because we'd have to put 1 in the staple ends, and we can't. So this is a 1-2 pair. Now, where's 3 in box 6? And the answer to that is, well, I don't know exactly, but it's definitely in there, because it can't be in here by Sudoku, and it definitely can't be on the Renban now, because that would imply that 1 or 2 was in the staple ends, which they're not. So this is a 2-3 pair. And therefore... Oh, nearly. I was going to say, where's 3 in here? But it could perhaps be on the staple, but only if one of these was a 1, and it would have to be that one, and that would be a 6. So 1, 6, and this would be 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 8 would be in that domino. 3 or 8 is in this domino. That's certainly true, because we can't put both of them on that sequence. Oh bother, right, now I'm getting stuck. Don't get stuck, because I think that there is going to be more beauty here if I can just see it. Okay, if 2 and 3, 1 and 9 in this box, we know they can't go on the staple. So this is 1, 9. And the staple is going to have on it, well, so the staple is either 4, 5, 6, 7 or 5, 6, 7, 8. So this staple has definitely got 6 and 7 on it. Yes, okay. And the corollary of that is that this pairing, oh, we already knew, I was about to say it's not 1, 6 or 2, 7, but we already knew that. Okay, so this is 3, 8 or 4, 9. It must be one of those two things. Is that true? 5, 6, yeah, this one's got to have 6 on it. It can't have 2 on it. So the minimum it could be is 3, 4, 5, 6, and the most it could be would be 8, 7, 6, 5. So it's definitely got 5 and 6 on it. Oh, now, what does that mean? So if 6 was over here, 6 would be here. Actually, I don't think that does very much. It's really interesting actually, because the moment you get one of the staple ends, you know, literally if you get a staple end, if you get the two, well, even if you get one digit in the middle box, because you'd get the other staple end, say you got that digit, you'd also know that digit, you'd also know exactly the composition of the staple. No. Oh, I thought I'd just seen something. Where's 2 in the middle box? It's a bit like 1. So 1 is in one of those 3. I think 2 is in those 3, just using the pencil marks. So if this one is 2, 7, this would be 3, 4, 5, 6. This would be 7, 8, 9, which is... I don't feel that's putting very much pressure on these at all. It might be. Yeah, I mean, look at this, for example. This circle is quite a... well, it's not 1, 2 or 3. So again, we could pencil mark it. We could say it's 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. It would be better if we knew that... oh... yeah, that can't be 1. No, it could be 1. I'm talking... no, it can't be 1. Oh, hang on. Both of these can't be 1, 2 or 3. In that case, I am going to pencil mark them. I hate doing this, actually. But let me just think about this. The reason is that we've got to obviously put 2 digits in between some digits that are relatively squeezed. So 4 and 9 is the furthest apart we could make the 2 circles, and then we would have to pick 2 digits from 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can't quite force a digit on here. It's not... no, they are much less restricted actually than the staples with the sort of fictitious rem bands. That can't be 9. That one can't be 8. That can't be 5, can it? Because 5 we know is on a staple. It's not impossible there's something here. Yeah, look at that. That can't be 6 either. If that's 6, what on earth would we put in here? There's no option that would lead 2 digits to be between. If that's 6 and we make that 8, we could only put 7 on the between line. If this is 6 and we make that 4, we could only put 5 on the between line. So that's definitely not 6. If it's 7, this would have to be 4. But if it's 4 or 9... oh, if it's 4 or 9, that would put pressure on that. That would have to be... that would be 3, 8. That would be 3, 8. So that would be 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 8. That would be 1, 8, 9. This would not be able to be 8 anymore. I can't quite see if that's doing anything. I apologise. Okay, let's try something different. What about, where does 8 go in that box? Is that a sensible question? Or maybe that box? It's really the only digit I've not used of the getting given 4 given digits is quite incredible. But so 8 in this box is either here, which it rules that one out from being 3, 8, or it's on here, in which case this, that's, if that has got 8 on it, that would be 4, 9, wouldn't it? That would almost finish the puzzle, I reckon. Because if this has 8 on it, that would be 4, 9. That would be 1, so this would be 1, 6. That would have to be the 2, 7, and that would be the 3, 8. So if there is a reason that you can't put 8 in there, I don't think there is, but if there was a reason, the puzzle would get easier. Oh, it's not to do with 9s. Oh, yes, it might be. Right, where's 9 in box 2? It's definitely not on a staple, is it? So 9 can't be on a between line. 9 in box... in fact 9 and 1 in box 3 are in this little triumvirate. Nine is never on a staple. Okay, maybe that's not what we're meant to do then. Oh, bother. I don't know. There's not going to be... whatever you put... So whatever you put... if that's 1, 6... Sorry, I'm not seeing anything now. I'm sure it's to do with this middle box. I'm not 100% sure. I sense it's to do with the middle box, but I'm struggling a bit to see exactly how to fathom out how to treat it. So how do you do this? So I think it's to do with this 8 somehow. This 8 feels like it's doing something. What is it doing? Or it might be... it might be to do with this domino. Because if I... whatever this is... if this is 2, 7, this is 1, 6. If this is 1, 6, that's 2, 7. So sort of whatever you manage to get in the middle box, it's going to really put pressure on everything. But I don't quite see how to do this, I'm afraid. I think there's something very clever going on, and I just need to see it. That's all we can say. So whatever this is, if this was 3, 8, this would be 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 would be here. If this is 4, 9, 4 would be here, wouldn't it? So this is from 1, 4, 8, 9, and the 4 or the 8 is sort of mimicking... It's weird, actually. It's weird the way it works. Yeah, if that's 3, 8, you put 8 here. If it's 4, 9, you put 4 here. And if you... maybe if that's 3, 4, 8, 9 as well, that's going to position the 2s and the 1s in this box. Because this would be 2. Oh, that's nearly broken. That's really nearly broken. But what I was thinking is, if this is 3, 4, 8, 9, this has to be 2, 7, this has to be 1, 6. But if this is 2, 7, 8 is definitely there in box 4. And then the only place for 8 is here. So this would be 8, 3, and this would be 4, 9. Is that a problem for some reason? 4, 9. Oh, that is a problem, but that's a problem in the most peculiar way. That kills that digit. That can't be expected to know that. Yeah, it's just about visualizable, but it's bordering on. I don't think it is bifurcation, because I could see it without pencil marking it at all. But what I'm noticing is that whatever you do around this middle ring, it forces loads of things. And so I was pontificating what would happen if this was 4. Well, if this was 3, 4, 8, 9 as well. You can see that makes this the 2, this the 7, this the 1, this the 6. So these all get fixed. Because you can't put 8 on this staple, 8 is here. So none of these is 8. This is 8, this is 3, this is 4, 9. And that's 4, 9 and 8 looking at that square and breaking it. So this is not 3, 4, 8, 9. But I don't think that's what I'm intended to do at this point. So I'm not going to use it unless I really am stuck. I think that there must be a nicer way to see this sort of interaction. But having said that, unfortunately, I don't think I know what that is. So what are we learning there? We're learning that I'm not sure. Is it to do with 3 in this box then? Is there some restriction on that? I mean, I think it's got a lot of options, hasn't it? It feels like to me it's got a lot of options. Oh, well, actually, maybe it's to do with this, believe it or not. If that's 4, 9, that's 7, that's 4. No, that's wrong. Oh, I see. That's really clever. Hang on. Let me I'm not actually sure that what I did then was valid. What? No, it is valid. It's beautiful. It's as simple as that. Right. Okay, this is much easier than the other thing I saw. So we have to look at this and we have to ask ourselves the question, what is this? Now, this is either 4, 9 or 3, 8. If it's 4, 9, you can see it makes this a 7. And therefore we need this digit to be sort of at least 3 away. And the only thing this can be now is 4. But where does that put 4 in this box? It puts 4 on the staple that has a 4, 9 in its circles. That cannot be true. You can't do that. So this is not 4, 9. This is 3, 8, which means this is 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 1, 8, 9. This is not 8. Now, does that improve what this can be or not? It might do. We've just got to work it out. Getting rid of 8 here. 8, 7, 6. We'd got rid of 5 here, but we already got rid of 5 here because we know 5's on a staple. I've got a horrible feeling about this. 6, 7. I've got a horrible feeling that this hasn't done it at all. Even though I insisted earlier that if we managed to get anything dominoed in the middle box, we were going to be golden. I'm not sure we are golden now. I'm really not sure. Okay. So, is it going to be the question, which one of these is the 4, 9? Because whichever one it is, it's going to place everything. And we know that the 4, 9 is going to necessitate 5, 6, 7, 8 on its staple. 5, 6, 7, 8. So, how does that affect the world? I have not got a Scooby-Doo. Is this... I don't know. Maybe what we're meant to do is... Gosh, I don't know actually. Can I use this 3, 8 in some more intelligent way than I've managed? This digit is now at least a 4. I'm not sure that is better than what we knew before. 2, 7. So if 8 was in this domino now, that would help. I get 8 and 3 done. 6, 7. These can't be 5, can they? This is 4, 6, 7. I mean, I might well be missing something, but I'm not seeing how to position stuff in there. Okay, so where do we think that the pressure's going to be then? One of these is 4, 9. If I put it here, then this is 2, 7 and this is 1, 6. If I put it here, this is 1, 6, this is 2, 7. If I put it there, that is 1, 6, that's 2, 7. So everything is going to get forced the moment I can place 4, 9 in this box. Now, is there some reason that it can't go in one of these dominoes? I'm not sure. If this was 4, 9. Oh, hang on. If that's 4, 9, that is 2, 7. That means 8 is here. That doesn't work. That's simpler. I think I saw something like this before. Right, if this is 4, 9, the point here is that because this becomes 2, 7, this cannot have an 8 on it. So 8 is in this domino, and look at this square. It sees 1, 8 and 9, and it can't exist. I mean, that's complicated. I'm not going to deny it, but that's certainly a lot more visualizable than whatever I did earlier. Now this is big. This is big because now I know 4 and 9 are in those cells, but that means the only place, because I know 1 and 6 are in these cells, these are 1, 6, 4 and 9, and this is the only place for 2, 7. So that must be a breakthrough. These cells are now 3, 4, 5, 6. These cells are now 7, 8, 9. I'm so sorry. I've got I had to go and deal with something then. I had a phone call from I had a phone call from school, and I had to deal with it. So I've stepped away, and I've come back, and I can't remember what I was doing, and I'm probably going to not remember what I was doing. I was putting digits into this row, was I? What was that about? I was putting a 789 triple in here. I'm going to have to go back further. Sorry, I can't remember what I was doing. So I got 2-7, did I, there? I can't remember why I got that, but I seem to have got that. I got a 789 triple. So I worked out that was 2-7. Could we remember why? I know you will all remember why, because I'll only have just done it in your world. But in my world, I haven't just done it. It's been about half an hour. What did I just do? How did I get that for being 2-7? I got that because if it wasn't 2-7, that would be 2-7. I can see that. And if that was 2, that would be 2. That would be 7. And this would be 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, if that was 2-7, that would be 4, 9. Ah, okay, and that breaks that cell, doesn't it? That would be 1, 8. Because if that, yeah, that, I mean, it's complicated actually. It's very complicated, but I can see that. I don't know if that's what I did before, but I can see now why that is 2-7. Right. So this is legitimate, and the upshot. Okay, that's not an 8 by Sudoku, and this digit is under no pressure at all. 3, 4, or is it? Let's just check that. 3, 4, 5, 6 into the top row. And obviously this can't be sort of an extreme digit, because there needs to be a digit in this string that's lower than this digit. So this is not 6 by the same token. This would not be a correct digit. Could it be 5 if that was 6? That would be 3, 4. This would have to be 2, 3. Looks like there might be something trying to go on in column 7, doesn't it? With sort of 4, 5, 6 and 7. Does that digit have to be? Oh, maybe. That would be an outrage if that's what we're meant to do. No, I'm not sure that isn't what we're meant to do. What is that digit? It's got to be at least a 5. It has to. So it's 5, 6 or 7. It can't be 8. So that is a 4, 5, 6, 7 quadruple in this column. And that... what does that mean? I have not got a clue. Is that right? 4, it must be higher than 4. I think it's right. The weird thing is, I don't think it does anything. So in the column I need to still put in 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. So these are 1, 2, 8, 9. Oh, no. That's bizarre. I mean, that's quite. I think, you know, I don't think that's the most inept spot in the world, but I don't think it does anything. So we've got to find something else. Right. What's that going to be? It's going to be something to do with... we've still got 1, 6 and 4, 9 to put in here. If that was 4, 9, that would be a triple. 4, 7, 9. This would be 5, 6. This would be 4, 9. This would be 7, 8. Oh, that would be 9. 7, 8, 9, 7. What did I say? This started with this being 4, 9. 4, hang on, 4, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7. So this becomes 4 or 9. Oh, I don't know. This is so strange. Right. Okay. No, it's not this one. It's this one. Oh, it's very straightforward. Okay, sorry. I think I might have got this more quickly if I'd not had to step away, because this domino is not 1, 6, and that is because we would then have to ask where 4. If this is 1, 6, where does 4 go on it? Because we know these digits are now 2, 3, 4, 5, don't we? And these would be 4 and 5 because of this 2, 3 pair. And now I can't put 4 in the middle box at all, because we know either this is 4, 9 or this is 4, 9, and now nothing could be 4, 9. So that is good. So that's going to mean, let's go back to here. This is 1, 6, and apparently, yeah, okay, that's true. We do know the order. So this is 1, 6. This is 4, 9. And now, presumably, we're going to get off and we're going to be up and running again. They're not 5. They're not 2 or 3. Right, this is 4, 5. This is 2, 3. This is 7. This is 2. I will be actually quite relieved if it if it yields its secrets to us now. Right. Okay, I've got a 7, 9 pair. So this is the high digit, isn't it? That can't be 7 anymore. Can it be 6? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. 6, 9 with 7 and 8. I mean, there might be a reason that doesn't work, but at first blush it looks like it's possible, doesn't it? Where is 8? Oh, this is a good question. Where's 8 in this box? There. So that means that square seems to have to be a 7 now. So 7, 9, 8. That's a 7. So that has to be 4, because it's got to be 2 digits between it. So this is 5 or 6. This is 4. This is 5. And if this is 4, 9, we also know the constituents of this, don't we? This is 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's 2 in this box? The answer is there. 6 is not in those cells. 5 is not in those cells. 4, 6, 7 and 8 are a sort of collective there, aren't they? So that means this square is 3. That's 8. This is no longer 8. This is no longer 4. So the whole middle box has finally got figured out. This is not 1. Now, and this digit must be a 1 now. That's all it can be. So this is 9. This is 8. This is now a 5, 7 pair. This is now not 7. So these are not 6. So these are now not 4 and 7. These are 1, 3, 4, I'm going to claim. And we know that's not a 1. And that digit's a 9. And Sudoku is at last being our friend. That reminds me of Jay from the In-Betweeners. Friend. This is 3, 5. This is 1, 6, 8. So that's got to be good, hasn't it? I mean, I can see that's not 8, but that digit's a 9 by Sudoku. Now, what about... Okay, maybe this digit, actually. Because this is lower than this, we know this is lower. This is the low framing of these two circles. Now it can't be 1 or 2, so it's at least 3. It can't be that. It can't be bigger than 4, because we learnt from down here that 4 and 7 can frame 2 digits, but nothing closer together than that would work. So this is a 3-4 pair. Now in this column we need 5, 6 and 7. Look, and that's not 5. And that digit is 4, 5, 6. Only 4, 5, 6. So that looks, no, it's not. It's not a quadruple. I thought it was, but it's not. It's got 3 in it as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, well, if I use that one as well, then it is. That can't be 3 actually. So 3 is in one of those 2 cells. Well, actually, to be honest, maybe the better way to do this is to know that those are 2, 8, 9 and see if that does something. No, that was not the better way of doing it. Okay, let's try instead of that to look at... Oh, 5 and 6 in this column are placed up here. So that's not 5. And that's a 4 naked. So that's a 3 naked. Right, here we go. This is a 5, 6 naked, so that's a 7. That's a 4. So that's a 3, that's a 4. Here we go again. We're cooking with gas again. This is a 6, apparently. That's a 5, apparently. So that's a 5, and that's a 6, so that's a 6, and that's a 5. Okay, it's no, it should be this digit, shouldn't it? That's a 7. So 7 is in one of those 2 cells, or this line is most likely what it is. Let's just check though. 1, 2, 8, 9. No, that's awful. I don't want to look at that. Oh, what's that digit? It's bigger than 3, and it's not 4. So it's 5. Oh, this is an 8. It's got to be an 8 because it can't be any other digit that's of any use. 5, 6, and 7 have all gone. So 8 is in this domino. 8 is not here anymore. It's there. Okay. 9 is up here as well. That's also true. So this square here is 1 or 2. And in the bottom row, we've not put in 1, 2, 4, and 6. So this is what... Oh, I see. So 4 is on the line. Maybe that shouldn't be surprising. This isn't 6. Okay, so it's got to be this line. What's going on the line? Well, one of these is 6. Oh, I see, it's not that one. I was going to say they can't be a 1-2 pair. Right, so that's the 6. So that might be useful. So this digit is higher, it's at least 2. It's 2 or 3, I think. I'm just going to check that, because that looks like it's giving me a pair. It can't be 5, it can't be 4, it must be lower than 6 and higher than 1. Yeah, 2 or 3, okay. So this is a pair, and in the row we've not put 1, 8, 9 in. So this is 1 or 9, and that is apparently 1, 8 or 9. And maybe that does something. It's still not rolling over and letting us tickle its tummy, is it? Okay. Oh no, that doesn't work. 7, is it? Oh, these are 1, 7, 9. Let's fully pencil mark that. Whoops, whoops, whoops. That 3. Okay, thank goodness. I was thinking I can't do it. Right, that's 1, that's 2. That pushes this up to being 3 and does 3 and 2 here. 3 and 1 here. And in this box we've not put 1, 7 and 9 in, which feels like a familiar refrain, doesn't it? I think we've got the same up there. Now, That can't be a 1 anymore. The only place for 2 in the box is here. And that 8 is... that 8 does look like it's going to help. Thank goodness for that. Yeah, look, it's now going again. 7, 5, 5, 6, 6, 8. 9 here, 2, 8. 9 here. 1, 7, which we can do. 7, 4 we can do. 1, 2. 3, 5, 5, 6, 6, 4. That is a brilliant puzzle. That's a really, really interesting puzzle. That this shape in the middle of it, is it right? Hang on, let's just check that's right. Yeah, that's correct. This shape in the middle is beautiful. It's really, really clever how that Black Doom has found this arrangement. And oh goodness, that's my phone again. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go because I need to. Well, I might need to deal with something else. But fantastic puzzle. I loved it. Let me know in the comments how you got on. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.